Hey everybody, welcome to a commentary for Renekton, the Butcher of the Sands. This is actually my go-to character when Rengar isn't available, because he's just a lot of fun and he does a lot of damage and people don't give... for the most part, I don't really think he needs that many. I mean, he's definitely made to be in the middle of a fight, especially, Scone Thief pointed that out to me, and one of the things that you can really see with Renekton is that though his damage does fall off, it doesn't really fall off as hard as people say it does. I mean, his early game isn't as spectacular as a lot of other laners now, but I mean, it's by no stretch of the imagination bad. I mean, it's pretty good actually. I do like how he handles and how easily he can trade with most melee opponents. I mean, especially this is this game I was fighting a Mundo, and it was actually a lane where I could really take advantage of Mundo in general. I mean, there wasn't much he could do, as you will see in the future here. Especially since I get an early gank in there, and it really helps me out. Wait, no, I mean I did, but I got a bit of damage on him, but really it just motivated me to like kill him and then get out. So I go ahead and give Hecarim a decent enough leash. I mean, I think that many auto attacks on it is fine. I don't think I needed to. If I wanted to give him a bigger leash, I might have stunned it, but I'm very wary of this game. I was very wary of Lee Sin ganks because I didn't want Lee to come up and then have me only have my stun, because stuns won't really save me from Lee, and it won't save me from Mundo either. As you're going to see here, I'm going to fast forward this for a second. You're going to see that I have to burn Flash because Mundo exhausts me, but I figure it's a summoner spell for a summoner spell. I mean, it's not the end of the world, I don't think. And I go ahead and flash out of this Q range because I didn't want to get dashed on right there. And it ends up working out fine for me, but for some weird reason, Lee likes to camp my lane, so he kind of wastes his time staying here. It's not like I was going to push. I mean, I wasn't that stupid, but... And right there, I know I'm not really going to... My trade isn't going to last yet. I mean, I'm trying to build up my Fury stacks while trying to keep my the enemy minions off my tower. So, I go ahead and do that, and then since Hecarim's up here, I can go ahead and look to pressure right here and go ahead and stun, and then he burns his ghost. So now both of our summoner spells are gone. His, however, helps him win duels. Mine is just extra damage. So, I mean, my flash is gone and his ghost is gone, so we have to be about as equally cautious as each other. So, again, it's not really the end of the world. I mean, it ended up being even because Hecarim knew that with both of our summoner spells burned, I would have the upper hand again, or at least I think he did, but regardless, now I'm ahead in the lane. I have more health than he does. He can't really look to pressure very much because he's got about half, and I go ahead and go after him right there, and I win the trade by a landslide right there. There's not much Mundo can do to pressure me at this point. What I wanted to do, and I ended up doing, is I wanted to dive him here, but I wanted to wait until I got my full Fury stack so I knew that I could kill him. And I also wanted to catch him off guard and make him think that I wasn't going to go for him. However, with a big minion wave like this, I would have been highly predictable in my aggression, so I didn't want to go for him just yet. Okay, now my Fury stacks are up. My Fury is up. Well, yeah, my Fury is up, and so now I can look to pressure. I can go like that, stun, Q, and then dash out. And that's first blood secured with barely a scratch on me. So it's that kind of thing, that kind of trade is really hard to trade with when you're fighting against a Renekton. And that's what makes, sorry about this, this is a bit of lag, I don't know why it froze like this. Anyway, it's that kind of trade that makes a lot of melee opponents hard to duel with him. And his sustain makes him hard to get out of lane as well, if he's behind. So, for the most part, if you're looking for a safe and aggressive early laner, Renekton is definitely someone you should take into consideration, especially if you're just getting into the just getting into the solo top scene. I go ahead and get 2 Doran's Blades. I want to get the early damage in and the extra lifesteal. And in addition, I didn't have quite enough gold for my Brutalizer, so that wasn't exactly an option for me right there. I'm going to get a Brutalizer next, but right now I'm just focused on getting more health to and more lifesteal and everything so that I can stay in lane longer. Let me see what my... Let me look at my character really quick. Yeah, I got 9 lifesteal, so those Doran's Blades definitely doing some work there. Whenever I use my W to stun, it's going to give me some sustain, and then I can just duck out of combat like that. See? He doesn't have enough time to counteract, and one of the other things that Mundo's doing is he's also trading with himself by continually using his health costs, so it ends up helping me in the end, and I don't think he even realized that. But again, I'm just kind of standardly last hitting, and now I can just look to pressure even harder, and my ultimate and my ignite tick kills him, so definitely something positive right there. I have about 100 Fury, so that's an additional thing that my ultimate does, and I really like that about it. It gives you extra health, extra AoE damage around you, and it does magic damage, so something that people don't take into consideration is the amount of damage that his ultimate can do over time, so you can definitely take advantage of people's underestimation of that. But I digress. I'm just pushing the turret here. Want to put some pressure on his turret so that he's even more motivated to not leave his lane, and so that I can keep on killing him. Probably should have gotten the minions right there, but it wasn't the end of the world. I ended up getting quite a few of them anyway. I knew that Lee Sin was down there, and I thought that I would go through that minion and get a double dash, but it didn't end up happening, so I didn't actually get to trade right there. But right now I'm actually 2 levels ahead of this Mundo, and it's only going to get more dangerous as the game. I'm only going to get more dangerous as the game goes on, as you're going to see. This is just an example of what happens when a snowball lane snowballs. I mean, there's not much else to say. Renekton is one of those really highly mobile, tanky characters that's just insane. I didn't know Lee was there. I should have, but good thing Mundo had more awareness than I did. And we end up diving this guy, and I go ahead and flash so I can make sure I can get this. And I get slowed, but for whatever reason, Mundo thinks it's a better idea to go after the Hecarim, and I end up kind of screwing him over, and then Teemo comes out of nowhere and we kill him. So I don't know exactly where he came from, but I'm happy he was there. And Hecarim had to burn his ult, but not the end of the world. I mean, it doesn't really set him that far behind, since the ultimate cooldown isn't really that high either. But yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of being snowbally and everything. I've got 3 kills now, and this Mundo has 3 deaths, and he's got 2 Doran's shields, so he can't really he can't really get through my damage. I mean, I have a Brutalizer, and he has... Let me see how much armor he has. Oh, I am so sorry, guys. I don't know why it keeps freezing like this, but regardless, it's... I mean, you didn't really miss much. I mean, it was just me farming and trading with Mundo. But anyway, let me look at really quick how much armor this... Yeah, he only has 89 armor. So I can look to just rip through that with my Brutalizer, and the trade will be about the same. It's good that he did build armor, though, because if he hadn't, then I probably would have just completely crushed him even easier than normal. So, and I go ahead and burn this ultimate, and I wanted to see if he was going to keep going, because if he was, then I'd just kill him. But I think he knew that. He backed off, knowing that I would probably do something like that, where I'd probably end up killing him if he had done anything stupid. So, and I wanted to look to dive this perhaps, but I also wanted to see how low he'd get himself first, because this Mundo seemed to like to kill himself for whatever reason. But I have everything warded, so if Lee comes out of nowhere, it'll only be my own fault for not seeing him. So, And right here, again, I'm just kind of pushing the wave. I'm trying to deny this Mundo as much farm as possible at the turret. And I've got like double his CS, so there's not much he can do to contest anything I do at this point. And I don't know why I did that. I thought there were more, for some reason I thought there was a minion there, and well, no, I didn't. I'm just making up excuses. So I don't know what I'm doing here. This Mundo is just kind of scouring his own jungle. I think he's just kind of paranoid as to where Hecarim is, so I'm just, like I said, I'm just last hitting. I mean, I'm just kind of ignoring this Mundo at this point. I've done my job in shutting him down for the most part. And I'm only going to do an even better job at that, because he can't really, like I said, he can't really contest much at this point. And I'm just snowballing really hard, and he keeps spamming cleavers, but he's not getting any last hits from it really, and it's just setting him even further behind. I mean, he's getting every so often, but I can usually look to keep him from last hitting like that. And oh no, he's getting lots of last hits, but I've still got about 30 more CS than he does. So anyway, let's just fast forward through this and see what goes on here. I'm doing my best trying to zone him and stuff, and then get out like that. And there's not a whole lot he can do. I mean, he's trying to farm as hard as he can, but now I'm just 3 levels above him, and it just feels like kicking a puppy. And then I just dash out, and again, like, it's really hard to trade with that, because like, unless you're super mobile or something, he's just gonna go in, stun, Q, and then get out all the time. And really starts getting really dangerous when he gets you like to about a 4th health, because then he can just dive you as much as he wants. And I know I can dive this, and because I've got my ultimate and my ignite, and so I calculate that really well. I didn't need to flash there. I don't know why I flashed, but whatever. I think it ends up like hurting me a lot later, but again, I mean, the theme of this video is not the end of the world, but let's see. So now that geez, I don't know why it keeps freezing. I'm so sorry, guys. I walk through all the walls, and then I take Wraiths. I wanted to push this mid, and I go ahead and do that, and no one really stops me except like Lee, maybe. Even then, it's like, what are you gonna do, Lee? I mean, I can do about as much damage as you at this point, and I think I'm the highest level in the game, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look at Teemo really quick. Yeah, I'm the highest level in the game because I'm so snowballed. But let me see. Okay, so I get Merc Treads. I get Merc Treads because of the slows and the stun that Sona has, and it ends up helping me in the end. So, and I also get a Phage. I mean, I get the components for Phage because I didn't quite have enough money for Phage yet. And I don't know why I didn't do a double dash there, but I end up getting most of the CS, so no big. But I'm just pushing my wave again. You're gonna see why I don't really care if I push too much at top lane pretty soon here. I'm gonna give you a demonstration of what exactly Renekton does when he's snowballed. Hang on, let me. Oh wait, no. First, let's go in on this Evelyn kill really quick, because like, I hate to spoil it for you guys, but I rock this Evelyn's world really hard, and she thinks she can fight me, and then I'm like, nope. See, watch. She thinks I won't do damage to her, but then she's wrong, and I go ahead and kill her. And there's nothing she can do about it. And no one was there to follow up anyway, so again, no big deal. I think, and Lee is still dead, so the only way that could have ended badly is if Lee had come out of nowhere and killed me, so again, not much they can do against a snowballed Renekton. Not much really anyone can do against a snowballed Renekton. He's actually one of my favorite characters to play against Riven, one of my more hated top laners. Because Riven, when she tries to get in his face, he'll just stun and then like, well, he'll like dash in, stun, Q and then get out, and then she can't really look to fight him at all. So yeah, let me speed this up again. I back off, I get my phage. I don't know if I get anything else. Oh yeah, I got a giant's belt because I want to be a beefy crocodile, if that makes any sense. And I see a lot of farm up there, and I want it all, so I'm going up there to get it. And I end up getting most of the farm. Yeah, so I mean, very good here. I'm very farmed and fed, and there's, again, I've got the most farm in the game at this point, because every time this minion wave pushes, I just push back and I push harder, and now I have about 150 farm at 20 minutes, because at this point I think Mundo just kind of gave up fighting me. He realized that, hey, what am I gonna do against Renekton? I can't really fight him. Unfortunately, my Teemo and Nunu die, but it's fine. Hecarim gets a kill on Draven. And here's the part that I wanted to show you guys, was the part where they all went for me, and I could have backed off, but then I'm like, no, you know what? I'm gonna fight you guys. I don't care. And so then I do. And they soon realize, wait, we're not doing damage, and we're getting killed. And I wanted to kill this Lee Sin, but I should have ignited him, but I don't think I had it up. Let me see. No, I did have Ignite up. I should have ignited, and then I would have gotten a double kill before going down. So it took 3 people to kill me, and I killed someone in the meantime before that even happened. So that's the power of Renekton, especially a snowballed one. It's really hard to do anything about him. Snowballed Renekton really kind of poops all over everybody. So I don't know why it keeps freezing. It's stupid LOL replay is just bugging out. It's been bugging out ever since the Varus patch, every which way. It's a miracle I can even get any replays at this point, because the only way I can get them is from my friend Scone Thief, and that's because, like, every time I try to go into my replay files, everything like freezes up and then it doesn't respond, and then I'm screwed over. So overall, it's just kind of a mess. I'm doing all I can to get these replays to you guys, but unfortunately I can't get every single one of them. But then I come in and I realize, wait, they're getting low. I want blood, and so I really wanted blood here. They kicked me to safety, thank the Lord. And Nunu does die, and I think Scone Thief does too. That's the thing, like, I shouldn't have gone in right there. I don't exactly know why I did. I end up killing Lee Sin though, and I guess that's alright. But then I go down. So, in the end, it wasn't exactly worth it. We all die because of my greed. Overall in this game, I was just kind of really ahead, so I made these weird, like, crazy plays. I'm like, you'd be like, Drex, you crazy, man. You're just crazy. So, yeah, for the most part, there's not a whole lot that anyone can do. Like, here's the thing. Renekton is a character in terms of snowballing that I actually enjoy, because first off, I know how to do well with him, because he's an AD caster, and I'm very savvy with AD casters. Second of all, he's a very tanky sort of AD caster that I already told you guys that I enjoyed Urgot, and I used to just main the crap out of Urgot, like, all the time before he got those ridiculous amounts of nerfs that just kind of killed him. But I mean, all throughout, everyone always said that Urgot's damage fell off really hard, and it does. But the thing is that he offers Urgot offered a lot of utility in exchange for the lack of damage he gets. So, I mean, and then right here, the cleaver landed. I didn't want Eve to pop her slow. I think if she did, I probably could have baited out my ultimate. I could have baited them with my ultimate, and we could have turned on them and killed them easily. So I don't know why I didn't do that, but I guess this fight wasn't really that bad because for some reason they thought it was wise to get close to a Renekton, especially Draven for some reason. So I go ahead and clean Draven up there. I wanted to go around and see if I could get somebody that was running away, or Mundo. I didn't think Mundo was stupid enough to do this, but he ended up being stupid enough to do that, so we end up getting a kill on Mundo as well. Yeah, they don't really know how to team fight, and it doesn't help that I'm fed as well, so overall it was just kind of a silly willy game. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, I enjoy Renekton because I know how to do well with him, and he does, I don't know, for me at least, as far as I'm concerned, in terms of the way he does damage, I think that the way that Renekton does damage is much different from Rengar, because people keep on comparing Renekton to Rengar and saying, oh, Rengar's better, like Renekton doesn't do as much damage. Well, the thing you got to understand about Renekton is that with his Q damage, when you get a furious Q like in the middle of an enemy team, it's going to be doing quite a bit of damage, and you're going to be healing for like a percentage of that. So really getting into the middle of everyone and doing that is going to make you not only a killing machine, but in addition to that, the whole slow thing, the slow where like I mean the stun is just it's a situation where you can't really do much about it. I mean, and right here I wanted to kill someone here. Unfortunately, I didn't get to Sona in time. She's a little too fast for me. Right here I wanted to get the Lee, but Mundo wasn't close enough. And but fortunately for me, even though Mundo has a lot of armor, I also have Ignite and I have my ultimate, and I end up killing Mundo as all the same. So it's an example of, even though Renekton falls off, if he gets a Frozen Mallet or something like that, he's still going to be doing quite a hefty amount of damage, even if it takes a bit to realize that he is. Rengar, admittedly, probably could have killed Mundo a little faster, but the way he does, Renekton is also a bit more mobile, and he has a bit more reliable hard CC. So again, something to really take into account right there. So right here, I want to get close to this Eve and kill her immediately. And well, the problem is we take a bit too much damage, namely Nunu does. So we're all trying to get the hell out of here now. Not too much that Scone can do though. He ends up getting cleaned up. And right here is where we probably should have just kept running. Luckily for us though, this this Draven wasn't all that bright, and he decided to go through a Hecarim and a Renekton and ended up dying for it. And yeah, I mean, and then I can just heal off of these minions. I'm not too worried. So we go ahead and clean up their inhibitor. Also, we end up also diving this Mundo. Hecarim could use his ult to, I mean, not his ult, but, and right there she almost, I mean, she doesn't kill me initially, and I end up killing her, but then the Ignite and the minions tick down, and I just get clobbered, and it was, I was so disappointed. I thought I was gonna escape from all that. But yeah, I really like Renekton. He's very AoE oriented and everything. He's similar to Darius, even though Darius does more damage. Renekton does quite a bit of damage and has a lot of sustain, so that's something you can certainly take into account. Anyway, I get my Atmas. Yeah, you're gonna say, yeah, Atmas got nerfed and it's horrible and stuff and it's inefficient. Well, my reasoning is that I could pop my ultimate and then have even more health and more AD. Plus, I needed the armor, and the crit is always nice too. So Yeah, it's kind of a mediocre item, but I figured why not for this game because I was already ahead anyway. And plus, I wanted more damage because I like damage with Renekton. Plus, and last but not least, on squishy targets, I'm going to be doing 513 crit damage because one of the biggest weaknesses that Renekton has, in my opinion, is probably his cooldowns. I don't like how quickly his how high his cooldowns tend to be. And I'm gonna make a pretty silly play here. I probably should have just gone for the tower. I don't know why I didn't. And I do a lot of damage, and I take like half her health there. But then I flash into the turret, and then here comes Lee and Mundo, and they're gonna kill me. So I make kind of a silly play there. I get the kill, but then I die for it. I mean, it's not horribly not worth it. I mean, we're ahead enough to the point where, as long as I don't keep doing that like a million times more, I think we'll be fine. But I was also like, alright, I mean, I keep dying here. This is kind of a not too great of a position that I'm putting my team in. We better end this game pretty quick here. So I would say, we can like, I don't know why it froze again. Guys, we can fight at Baron. We should bait it out, and then we could probably win it. They're good about it, and they actually wait for me before they start Baron. So I really appreciated that they did that, and they were because a lot of times they'll just go for Baron before the person that got really fed and farmed is even there. So definitely something you can really take into consideration is that having good teammates like this is always very fortuitous. I went ahead and got a Hex Drinker because more AD makes Renekton a happy boy. So right now we're gonna bait out the Baron fight because we don't really need Baron. I mean, let's face it. But they probably want to keep us from getting it. So we're gonna take advantage of that, and then we're gonna go ahead and go after Baron and then fake it out. And right there we get we get that ward there, and Lee kind of goes in way early, so we go ahead and mop him up. Okay, so the pathing here was weird because I kept trying to dash through the wall, but I kept running into the wall, so that was kind of annoying. So we go ahead and keep going this way. I don't know what that Evelyn was doing, but she goes ahead and dies there. Draven does kill Teemo, but we go ahead and kill everyone on their team. And now we're just pushing down the minion waves to win. That's a surrender vote. That's GG. That's Renekton for you, and I thoroughly enjoy him. And like I said, when I want someone that I just want to kill everyone with, and Rengar isn't up and he's banned or something like that, I go ahead and pick Renekton because he does about as much damage, if not just as much. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Like, subscribe, favorite, do whatever you want to do with this video, and but I'm out, so I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.